President Muhammadu Buhari has left Glasgow, Scotland for London, England to see his doctors, Sahara reporters has gathered. Buhari had on Sunday travelled to Glasgow to participate in the 26th Conference of Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Don't just forget that an expert said Buhari does not even know what he went there to do, that he has no business being there in the first place because meeting with professionals, what are you going to say? But the only thing we are hearing is that, oh, they should borrow money, they should help us with money, they want to do infrastructure. That is the only language he understands. Well, according to UN, the event, which started on October 31st, is expected to end on November 12th, 2021. President Muhammadu Buhari will, on Sunday, October 31st, depart Abuja for Glasgow, Scotland to attend the 26th Conference of Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. The president is scheduled to deliver his national statement at the high-level segment for heads of states and government at the conference on Tuesday, November 2nd. The statement by the senior special assistant to the president's media and publicity, Garba Shehu, had read. Shehu had added that in Glasgow, President Buhari will participate in some sideline events hosted by US President Joe Biden and French President Emmanuel Macron. President Buhari will thereafter travel to Paris, France, on an official visit to reciprocate an earlier one to Nigeria by the French President Emmanuel Macron, and also attend the Paris Peace Forum 2021, the fourth edition, to be hosted by the French President. It will have heads of states and governments and CEOs of major multinationals, as well as several civil society actors, gathering to advance concrete solutions to the enormous challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic and to improve global governance in times of COVID-19. Though Shehu's statement said the president would travel to Paris after the summit, investigation shows that President Buhari, after his speech on Tuesday at the COP26 Leaders Summit, left Glasgow for London for medical checkup. Sahara reporters gathered that the presidential aircraft, which conveyed Buhari, a Gulfstream Aerospace with registration number 59FGW and serial number 5310, left the Glasgow International Airport at 10:14 p.m. 9:14 UK time and arrived at Stansted Airport, London at 11:11 p.m. 11, that is a 10:11 p.m. UK time. Meanwhile, the 5N FGW Gulfstream Aerospace has been registered as Nigeria Air Force One to replace the Boeing business jets that is still in Germany for repairs. Its use of the Gulfstream Aerospace and Falcon recently followed the ongoing repairs the Nigeria Air Force One Boeing business jets in Germany. Buhari took the Falcon 7S jets to Ethiopia and Saudi Arabia recently, but flew the 5NFGW Gulfstream Aerospace to Glasgow, Scotland, but it is currently sitting in London, awaiting when Buhari will be done with his doctors. Therefore, since September 19th, when Buhari departed Abuja for the UN General Assembly in the US, and now Buhari has used 3 private jets. Sahara reporters had reported how the presidential jets developed a fourth following Buhari's recent trip to the UN General Assembly in the US. Sources said the aircraft was subsequently moved to Euro airports in Germany on September 29th and arrived at 4:15 p.m. after leaving the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport at 9:48 a.m. with the Nigerian government paying €5,000, which is equivalent of 2.3 million at official rates, 447 really 447 per night as parking fee. To avoid any backlash, Sahara reporters gathered that the registration of the aircraft was done using GND, the presidential Boeing jet registration number, developed a fourth during his trip from New York. He traveled to Saudi Arabia with a smaller jet, and so on and so forth. Like that, like that, like that. You can imagine. A lot has been happening. You can imagine that this issue of seeing doctor here today see doctor, tomorrow see doctor, is now, it has become a normal thing that Nigerians have talk, but these governments, they are not even ashamed of themselves. Every now and then going to London for treatment, for medical checkup. Meanwhile, Nigerians are not getting the best. This is the same man, buy Nigeria, grow Nigeria, but reverse is the case. And some shameless people will come and defend that. They will come and defend that. See where we have seen ourselves. See where we have seen ourselves. Abandons UN climate change conference in Scotland and get to London to see doctors. Every now and then see his doctors. Okay, can imagine. Meanwhile, one would want to ask that had it been all of this moving here and there from pillar to post, if it is reflecting in the lives of Nigerians, if it's yielding positive results, that an average Nigerian can feel it positively, it would have been better. But to this one, they are just like a beautiful nonsense. Nothing. You that you are listening to me, what are you benefiting with all this moving here and there? What are you gaining? What have you gained? What do you intend to gain? Nothing. The same stories that we have been on for how many decades is still the same thing, and it's getting worse. And there's no end in sight, no success in sight, honestly. What can you say you are benefiting from all these things? Had it been we are gaining things, it would have been better. Is it the area of economy? That is even the most important thing. Then at least the economy and the security, they go hand in hand. Nothing. Things are so expensive. Insecurity is the order of the day. At some point, a lot of people even forgot whether they are going to eat or not, because it is those who are alive that will be talking about food or whatever. What are we gaining in moving from pillar to post, all to no avail, just to fulfill all righteousness, just to mark register? That is all. It's unfortunate. Really, really bad. We complain the same thing day in, day out, year in, year out, decades in, decade out. The same story. We are still where we are, or we are even regressing. Leave your comment down there below and let's have your take on this.